The study was conducted as part of the project Irrigation and Energy Saving in Southern Latitude 30 Solar Energy in vineyards in Argentina, Chile, and South Africa. In this slide, you can see the institutional partner and member of the team. It is possible to see the relevance of the viticulture of this country with some numbers. The viticulture area of Argentina, Chile, and South Africa represents more than 7% of the world viticulture area, while wine production represents 8% of world wine production. About the use of water and energy, in this country, most of the vineyards are irrigating and use energy for underground water pumping and two pressurized irrigation systems. As you can see in the figure 2, the solar radiation level of the wine-growing region of the three countries justify the adoption of photovoltaic systems as an adaptation and mitigation practice to climate change. This study was conducted during 2020 and 2021 to compare the legal framework to promote the incorporation of solar PV technologies, analyze the integration of solar PV projects with viticultures, and evaluate the social acceptances of solar PV technologies. For the analysis of the regulatory framework, national and regional laws to promote the integration of solar PV projects with viticulture were evaluated. For the evaluation of the PV installation and viticulture practice adopted, a study of cases was conducted in 10 vineyards that have incorporated solar PV technologies. 2 of the vineyards were located in Mendoza, Argentina, 6 in the Maule and the O'Higgins regions of Chile, and 2 in Stellenbosch, South Africa. A questionnaire was answered by Great Growers and consultants, and for the evaluation of social acceptances, the participative workshops were virtual and conducted during COVID. We find that under the regulatory framework of Argentina and Chile, the grape growers that use energy for irrigation when incorporated PV systems consume clean energy and also have the possibility of injecting surplus energy to electricity grid. In Argentina, the power limits of installed PV systems to the contracted power limit, the possibility that the energy compete with viticulture. In Chile, the incorporation of contract between groups of users appears an opportunity to increase the scale of projects since the installed capacity for end user may not exceed 300 kilowatts. However, if we can promote, incentivize the leasing of productive land for energy projects that change land use is something to be evaluated. In South Africa, the organization of the power generation market still limits the incentive for distributed generation. However, the recent introduction of the CO emission tax may encourage the replacement of non-renewable energy sources with renewable sources. Among the study of cases, the practice associated with incorporation of PV systems has been to improve irrigation distribution to reduce energy costs, to add value to tourism products, and to contribute to the biodiversity of the territory as part of the value of the company. Also, of the vineyard in the study used precision technologies to optimize the soil-water plant relationship. Agrivoltaics was not the practice mentioned. In the figure to the right, you can see gray boxes show the most frequent integrated systems. About the social acceptances of solar systems, we find that respond to the particular socioeconomic dynamic of each country. In Argentina and Chile, the motivations are similar. In Chile, the added value that could be obtained for renting land appears as a distinctive motivation. In the case of South Africa, the motivation are given by an energy crisis and the possibility of reducing costs. About the obstacles in Chile, aspects related to the limitation of technology appears as a distinctive feature. In Argentina, the political economic instability, and in South Africa, the lack of regulatory framework. About facilitated factors, the distinctive factors in Chile is the interest of the private sector in investing in these technologies. The main common facilitators to the three countries are the availability and quality of the solar resource, the scenario of legislative transformation related to the production of renewable energy, as well as the reduction of production costs in the long term for wine companies. Here you can find the main conclusions and the email of contact. Thank you very much.